the dumbest thing you've ever said, Matt. Thank you so much.
There will be no dumb questions, unlike on this show.
We like to bully men, Matt.
Around the clock, sports all the time. That's never gonna work. That's ridiculous.
Just remember to have fun out there today. And if you lose, I'll kill you.
This is Tall Can Audio.
Seriously, this thing is gonna be a cultural disaster.
Oh yeah, the cultural disaster rolls on. Welcome back inside the TCA studio in beautiful Bytown, Canada. Matt Robinson with you today, as always. And look, we've tried to do this a few different times. It's not easy. Now, they're always together, but it's not easy to get them both in here together. It's almost like having lightning strike in the same place twice.
Lightning in November? Where did you get that?
That's from your show.
I thought that happened like off the air. I completely forgot about that. Oh my God. What an intro, Matt.
It can happen.
That was amazing.
Michaela Schreiter, Vanessa Sanchez, she's got game in studio. Thanks for coming
studio?
In.
In November? Lightning in November? That was completely unscripted.
I wonder, do you guys prepare these things ahead of time?
No. To preemptively answer your question, no.
No.
Did you prepare? No.
Nothing we do is prepared.
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, that was awesome, and that's
wing it.
literally from the most recent show. And I've spoken to you both about this before. I check in every week, but I'm not a soccer guy, so sometimes there's things to skip and move through. But I always at least check in, and that was literally within the first 40 seconds of the show last week. I appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, this is lovely.
We are elusive. We are hard to track down, and by we I mean one of us.
Yeah. One of yous is a bit of a mystery sometimes.
It's me.
And it's okay, Michaela, that's how you are.
Thank you.
You're so wrong about that, but that's okay. Look, we'll circle around on a few different things here, but there is a reason you have come in specifically today. We got something to tee up. What's going on?
Well, we are once again hosting a women's sports trivia night. This time we're taking it to the west side and doing it at WHIPR SNAPR Brewing in Bell's Corners. There we go. We got some WHIPR SNAPR beers for the occasion.
Well timed.
So it's this Saturday, November 29th at 7 p.m. at WHIPR SNAPR Brewing. We will share the link in the show notes, I'm assuming.
We will.
She says with confidence. Tickets are $5, and all the proceeds go to support the Get Real movement and Rainbow Railroad, which support the LGBTQ plus community. We do a fundraiser for them every Pride Month in our 5K run, so we're continuing the fundraiser on this.
Why the... I know you got a pint over there too, Schreids. Mm-hmm. I know, Vanessa, you're not much for the bubbles.
I'm on the Stanley today.
Okay.
I've got
Stanley
my
Cup.
Stanley Cup. I have my Stanley Cup.
My niece has no time for me when I make that joke. Like, hey, you won the Stanley Cup. Like at first she didn't get it, and now she absolutely gets
she's
it.
like, real
Just
funny.
And she doesn't
rolls
like
her
it.
eyes.
How many times approximately have you made that joke?
Oh, we're in the high 3 digits.
Yeah. That's
because now I know it bothers her. So
you gotta
double down.
Yeah.
That's fair.
100%.
I've got the orange Mio plus electrolytes today.
Wow.
Yeah.
You healthy girl.
Thank
Look at
you.
that.
I went for a run yesterday. So first
Nice.
time since July.
Fitness is your passion.
Really just trying to replenish the electrolytes.
You're working against us here. We're trying to do some things for Ian, and healthy lifestyle is really not what we're pushing for in this moment. But no, he was nice enough to roll over here on Sunday and drop off a couple things for this conversation, knowing that. And actually, he had mentioned to me before you had said, Schreids texted me quite a while. Can you hook me up with his contact info? Mm-hmm. He had reached out to me before and said, if you ever hear of them looking to move it around town or whatever, like we'd love to be a part of something like that. And
here we are.
Here we are.
Matt
it has
brought
arrived.
us together.
Well, not really.
Matchmaker.
I really did nothing of the sort.
A matchmaker.
Matchmaker.
Hey.
There it is.
We like that. Yeah, so this Saturday night at 7 p.m. at WHIPR SNAPR in Bell's Corners.
Yes. We're
Beauty.
so pumped.
So excited.
The questions are still being put together. I put some together today.
Okay.
And I actually, Michaela, you haven't even seen them yet. I don't want you to see them. I want to test you on them before you look at them.
I was going to say, not right now, but.
Oh, yeah, because there's, yeah.
Ooh.
No spoilers, no help, nothing.
There is a section on superstitions.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm selling my event, and I'm like, what? Wow.
Michaela,
That sounds fun.
as we all know, she's the organized one. She has put together this wonderful Word document. Her and I use Google Docs every week for the show. And one
What show's
time,
that again, by the way?
that's She's Got Game on the TSN Radio Network.
Every weekend.
Every weekend. Michaela always like makes a new doc for the week, and then that's the one we work on. And one time I tried to do it, and I fucked it up so badly that she didn't even see it.
No, we were working on 2 separate documents. I was like, wow, Vanessa's really not contributing.
What a slack ass, yeah.
It turns out she was in another document that I did not have access to.
I was so prepared that week. I had
cloud is
so many
hard.
notes.
This is why we are the way we are.
Exactly.
That just affirmed our positions in this relationship.
Yes. So Michaela has started it and put wonderful sections all together, and I came in with just like a hot mess of facts that I put all at the bottom of the doc, and we're going to work it through it.
What is trivia if not a hot mess of facts?
You know what? That's a great point.
There's your title for the show.
There you
a
go.
hot mess of facts.
I love that.
I'm trying to think if we can tease any topics that
Ooh.
what should you learn more about?
Can I, while you ponder that, can I tell the good listener, maybe I've told them this story before. We have done 1,600 shows now. I've told a lot of stories multiple times. We went to one with Michaela, with your significant other. I attended at Bicycle Craft Brewing. And I can't imagine that this question wasn't teed up specifically for me. Women's MMA.
Yep.
Oh, my brother still talks about this one.
Waved
And I'll
at
tell
it.
you why.
Just waved at it, right? And we had a chance maybe to salvage it. First of all, I wasn't there. I didn't have it. It wasn't coming to me.
It was who Amanda Nunes fought in her last match.
That's right.
And I don't, for the record, don't remember the answer.
But I can tell
looking
you,
for the answer right now.
it was not Jessica Andrade. But that was as close as I got, and that's what we went with. And the whoever was doing the handwriting on our team was writing so sloppily and so poorly that when we passed it to the next table, they were like, I think it might be, and we had to look like, no, it's not.
You just lie. You know what? Yeah, that's exactly what we said.
Bad. Yeah,
honestly, Matt, if I hadn't looked up that question to put it in trivia, my answer would have been like, I don't know, Rhea Ripley. Like, I don't know MMA
we
at
all
all.
like Rhea Ripley.
That's my answer for everything is Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, no, and
Did you find it?
I didn't. I'm sorry. Then
Sorry.
I got
all right.
distracted.
No.
I was listening to what you were saying, and
Yeah.
I got distracted. I'm still looking.
So go ahead, though. Why don't you tell me why this is still so memorable for your brother?
My brother still talks about it because you hyped yourself up before it started. And you were like, guys, don't worry.
thing.
I don't know much about
Easy.
soccer. I got some stuff on hockey, but like when it comes to MMA, don't you guys worry. I got you. MMA question comes up. Matt didn't know it.
Okay, so the basis and the facts in that story are correct.
That is factually correct.
I do feel like it's become a little bit of a fish story in the how much I hyped myself up. I said I've got a shot at it in women's MMA or whatever. But when it came time, no, it was not there. I did not have the answer. I will say I've been kicking around with my tag team partner there. Potential names for our team this time.
Okay.
Because I believe last time what we rolled with, I can't remember for sure, was Brienne General Knowledge.
That
I
is
believe was
10
our
out of 10.
team
That
name.
is really good.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
And I'm still working on it. I don't have a good one yet for this time. One of the ones, though, that I have been like test driving and throwing out there to people is, in honor of Anya Shakina, who has signed this year with the Ottawa Charge, right, out of the Russian league. The Funky and Shakina, is that a thing? Can we?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. There's something we could workshop it a bit.
Is what I'm taking away from no. Okay, I'll keep working.
Hate it.
Yeah, no, it's solid. I just think
And it's so jammed. Like there's always a term for that in music where you are trying to pigeonhole in a lyric that doesn't actually fit. And her name isn't Anne. It's Anya Shakina.
Then just
so
go
the funky
cold.
Anne
Funky
Shakina.
cold Shakina.
Yeah.
I mean, she's cold. She
Yeah.
plays on the ice.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. All right. You may have pulled the nose up on this.
There we go.
You may have,
That's why you got to talk these things out.
This is it.
Creatives like us.
Yes, notably.
So that is this Saturday at the WHIPR SNAPR Brewing Company in Bell's Corners. Get yourself a nog hog while you're there. This is a bit of a holiday tradition. Their eggnog flavored white. The girls are having a little chuckle at the name. This is their white eggnog themed stout. I enjoy it quite a bit. 5.9%. We like that a lot.
Hefty.
There is a lot.
Is that hefty?
Yeah.
I think so. Okay. Anything over 5.5 for me is like, I am 36, so like anything over 5, I'm like, whoa, I got work tomorrow.
Okay. Look, there's a few different places we can start, but since the She's Got Gamers are here in studio, I should ask, are you now or have you ever been actual gamers?
Do you mean video games or
Yes.
sports?
Oh, your girl was pretty great at The Sims back in the day.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know where that was going, and I promise you it
Of a
wasn't
roller
Sims.
coaster tycoon fiend.
Okay,
Yeah.
did you play Sims seriously, or did you torture the people like I did?
If someone played The Sims seriously, I don't want to be friends with
That's
them.
very
I want
true.
you taking the stairs out of the pool. I want you removing all doors.
Build a room with no doors or windows
No
and just
fridge.
watch them suffer. Why are millennials so anxious?
This
and
reminds me
traumatized?
of there's a great YouTube video. Like, I guess in one of the Tiger Woods games, you could design your own course. And so, like, you would
Riveting.
put 4, well, no,
I
not
actually would have
that.
enjoyed that.
Yeah, not that different than The Sims,
not
to be
my
honest.
thing.
It's golf Sims, I guess. But you would, like, build the clubhouse 4 feet in front of the tee. And, like, you could just do whatever you best of luck teeing off. It's going to ricochet off the wall and go all over the place. Anyway, things like that. The reason I bring it up is just on Friday, to mark the beginning of the PWHL season, EA Sports put out their rankings of the top players in the PWHL. This has been a big thing for a very long time in the NHL. The last couple of years now, they've obviously been doing it with the PWHL as well. And it's just one of those things that gamers can argue about. Like,
Yeah,
that
just
guy
get
should be
people to-
higher, that guy should be behind this guy, whatever it might be. Would you like to take a stab at the top 3 women rankings in the PWHL? And to give you some context, context is king. Nate McKinnon was so Connor McDavid was number 1 on the men's side at 97.
You've
Nate
lost me.
I'm boys
Sorry,
sports.
boys
I'm just
sports.
trying to give you the numbers we're working around here. So they've got McDavid at 97, McKinnon at 96, and then it works down from there. Like, you've got McCarr and Quinn Hughes at 94s or whatever. So who would we have on the women's side?
I have a
up at
boy
the
sports
top?
question. Sorry, before we get into the women, do you think if Sidney Crosby isn't at 87, his brain explodes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think his
my
agent
cap
contacts
hit
EA
my-
immediately.
As
You
a
gotta
fellow,
know.
fellow OCD girly,
Yeah.
I understand.
If
that.
you're not, like, you have to know, if you're one of those stalkers out there looking for his phone number, I don't know what the area code is in Pittsburgh. I don't know what the first 3 numbers are, but you know that motherfucker is 8787. It's the
87's in
last
there
4
somewhere.
digits.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotta be.
Okay, top 3 players in the PWHL. You want us to guess and then you'll tell us?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to go Marie-Philippe Poulin.
100%. Sarah Nurse.
I was going to say Sarah Fillier and Hillary Knight.
Hillary.
Because I'm assuming EA goes on scoring for last year or like production
coming
for last
out
year.
of last season. And they did
Hillary
up-
Knight was the top point getter
that's
last
true.
season. I'm going to say those 3. But
Okay,
you
that's good.
You can guess separately if
I'm
you
not
want.
gonna.
Okay, so yeah, Marie-Philippe
Seems like a
Poulin,
lot of work.
Hillary Knight, Sarah Fillier. I'm ignoring all defenders. They don't exist.
Marie-Philippe Poulin is number 1.
As she should be.
Renata Foss, number 2.
Okay.
See, I pretended defense didn't exist. So that's fair.
And Toronto doesn't exist.
Yeah.
These sorts of things. Hillary Knight, number 3.
There we go.
There it is.
The top goaltender,
Anne-Renee Desbiens.
it is Desbiens. Yep. Right there in 4th place. Sarah Fillier at number 5.
Okay.
Damn, you did good, Michaela. Look
at that.
That was really smart.
Now, there are a lot of people upset in the replies, which is universal, no matter what you're tweeting about.
Yeah, of course.
Saying, Fillier is supposed to be the future of this league. Why isn't she higher? That's not how
Because other
future
positions exist.
works, right?
And I think that's
Sidney
like
Crosby
we're
did not
better.
arrive in NHL 05 as the best player in the game. Like, You kind
I think Sarah Fillier is exactly where she should be. Like that top 5 is reflective of last season.
Yeah.
Those were the best players in their respective positions. Like
Also-
you look at the awards, that's exactly who won them.
Also, not everyone can be first. That's
Yeah,
the thing.
and-
I hate these lists.
Yeah, Vanessa
Because
hates
I
these
really
lists.
do.
Well, this
was
isn't
like-
like a voted on. I guess it kind of is. Like, it's
It,
just
like,
subjectively,
someone's put it
someone
out
sat
together,
there
yeah.
in the studio and put these together.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
And like, not everyone can be number 1. That's just the fact.
And
of it.
Marie-Philippe Poulin exists.
Yeah.
Like she's gonna, I'm sorry, she's the best player in the world. Like,
Where was Fillier? Number 2?
Number 5.
Number 5. Oh,
So Poulin,
Renata Fast
Hilary
at
Knight,
2.
Renata Fast, and Renée Desbiens.
Yep.
Sarah Fillier.
that checks out.
That's a solid, like, yeah, that is very reflective
Yeah.
of the league.
And within a year or two, like, no one will be shocked if Fillier is suddenly at number 1, but it takes time. It's hard. And New York kind of stunk last year.
Yeah.
And unless they're playing Ottawa.
Well, why don't we go there?
Oh, must we?
I'm sad about my favorite PWHL team. They had a rough offseason, and it wasn't just expansion. There were some players lost to free agency. I know we were all down there at the home opener on Saturday. And
Thanks for letting us know you were there, by the way.
Yeah.
were you going to invite me up to the press box? Or
You could have come say hi.
Well, that would have been
I thought we were friends, man.
Now we know.
Awkward.
That's it for this edition of
Guess we're out of here.
yeah,
Shortest episode ever.
100%. They looked exactly like what I thought they might look like. Now, it's been one game. It might be a little early to panic, but there wasn't a lot of sustained offensive pressure. There was Gwyneth Phillips standing on her head. It might be a long year for Ottawa. And like even last, like I tried really hard to keep my expectations in check. They went to the final last year, but they got in at the last minute, right? Like they were not a slam dunk runaway playoff team all year. But man, they took damage this offseason. How upset do I have the right to be right now, or worried or concerned? How long of a season might this be? Because I got a lot of bad hockey teams in my life right now. That
You're traumatized,
I
Matt.
don't need another one.
Do you want me to go first?
I do.
I don't think we should be that worried.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. I was
Yeah.
thinking the other way.
Man,
I
that's
figured
good
you
news.
were. That's why I'm starting with
We need
some
yin
hope.
and yang.
Okay, let me start by saying that there is quite a bit to be concerned about. Yes,
I
this
feel
is a
seen.
team. This is a team that squeaked in, but they played amazing throughout the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of made a mockery of Montreal. And
That was fun. I liked that.
and played very, very well against Minnesota. Minnesota won by pure chance and luck, in my opinion. I'm still bitter.
Same.
Yeah. But this is, I think we said on the show this week, like they're literally half the team that they were last year. Like this is a completely different looking team.
And I have to be careful too, right? Everybody took losses. The original 6 all took losses. So it wasn't just us.
True.
Yeah.
Ottawa took, I would say,
Ottawa-
more losses.
yeah.
Because it wasn't
Damage.
just expansion.
Big
It was
body
free
blows
agency, too.
over and over and over.
He's already dead.
Sorry, Vanessa, you were saying.
Simpsons. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm getting there. I don't even remember what I was saying. Right. Okay, so that's like concerning that we have these new, like literally half a team to now, like they've got to find their chemistry and gel together and whatever. Also concerning is that, as we saw on Saturday night, the Emran Smashmeyer effect is still very much in play. Gwyneth Phillips is still really needing to stand on her head. So that's not good.
No.
But I have hope because that's just the
What are you
person that I
basing
am.
that on?
Vibes, Matt. Vibes.
This is a league that we have seen through the first 2 seasons. It has a lot of parity, and there are ups and downs for every team. Unless you're New York, then it's just mostly the downs.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing
Unless
Ottawa.
Playing
you're in
Ottawa.
Ottawa, yeah.
In the third period.
So I'm
Giving up a
not.
hat trick to someone who had 1 goal last year. That was fun. That
Yeah.
was great.
I'm not overly concerned because I think they're like this. We are 1 game through. There's still a lot of season to be played, and like Carla McLeod said it herself. This is kind of how you can't base an entire season off of the first game.
No.
So I don't feel concerned.
That's fair. And you know what? Maybe I got some of your optimism.
Oh.
Maybe it carried over to me. Because I think the fact that this team was absolutely decimated, like their roster is completely different aside from like the big three in Clark, Jenner, and Phillips. This is an entirely new roster, and they look the exact same as last year, which, and I know that can be in brackets complimentary or in brackets derogatory, depending on how you look at it. Like, this team was inconsistent at best in the regular season last year. We know that. And yes, we've seen Gwyneth Phillips get peppered with shots, much like Emryn Smashmeyer did throughout most of the season last year. I like the fact that they at least looked the exact same in terms of playing style as last year made me go, okay, maybe it won't be that bad. Because, like, they survived last year. They made it to the finals. Like, they still got into the playoffs. It was dicey, but they got there. And I honestly expected them to come out and be a shell of the team that they were before. I think that there's a lot, and yes, we're told this, but I did see it in her play. There are a lot of things to be looking forward to, and one of them is the play of Brianne Jenner. Yep. She spent most of last year hurt. Also, dealing with 3 very young kids at home. Her kids are a little older now, and she came into training camp looking lean. She's looking fast out there. Like, she's playing at even, I know it's one game, but she looked like so much speedier than she was last year. And if Brianne Jenner has a good season, if Brianne Jenner, Emily Clark, and Gwyneth Phillips have good seasons, I think this team, there's no reason to think this team can't be successful. And again, it's one game, but they the other thing is, and I'm going to sound like sour grapes, what is going on with the officiating? Already, game one, I'm like, the same shit that we saw last year, we're seeing again. Ottawa had a goal called back that was being reviewed for a kicking motion, but then ended up getting called back for too many players on the ice. Right. We're seeing weird calls. And
that first period, as someone sitting down behind the net, it was a bit of a crawl, right? Because these 2 big, long review. One was for the goal that was called back, and you ended up shorthanded out of it. I forget what it was the major with Micah Zandy-Hart. Yeah. You're just like, this is a tough, like, that crowd was ready to explode all night and wasn't given the opportunity to do it based on the way Ottawa played. But yeah, like, there's rule changes now. Like, you don't call for review. The refs have the opportunity to go review whatever they want, and it still didn't get it right.
We see this across the board in women's sports, unfortunately. The quality of play and investment in the athletes has gone up significantly in recent years, and unfortunately that investment completely skipped the refs. Honestly, in the WNBA and a lot of soccer leagues and in the PWHL, I don't think you're seeing officiating keep up with the quality of the product on the ice. And I know it's one game, but I'm not liking what I've seen so far, and it was a pervasive issue last year.
And to further her sour grapes, to make them even more sour.
And another thing.
This is maybe just me being a homer, but I feel like Ottawa bears the brunt of it more than any other team. I don't think I have seen another team be penalized, not necessarily in penalties, but like be penalized in the sense of like having just stupid calls against them, having goals taken away, things like that, more so than Ottawa.
Ottawa
really.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no.
It just seems to happen every game.
Yes, every game
we're here.
Yes.
Like, how?
It's very frustrating.
Well, so what do we expect this year? Like,
I thought you were going to say, what do we do about it?
That's it. No, I don't think.
Write a strongly worded letter to Jana Hepburn.
I don't expect. I've sort of come to terms with it. I doubt we're a playoff team this year. I've seen.
Wow.
I'm looking at Vancouver, who's an expansion team, and going, hey, I think they're better than us. And we've been here for a couple of years.
You have to guarantee Vancouver and Seattle are in playoff spots. Yeah. Montreal's in the other one. And then I think the fourth one is up for grabs.
Okay.
I think Ottawa could fight for a playoff spot. I'm with you. I don't think they're making it, especially when you consider, like, we've expanded, but the playoffs haven't.
And to keep in mind that whole it's been one game thing, the big part of it that I keep trying to tell myself is we haven't yet seen our biggest addition, which was supposed to be the Funky and Shakina, right? She didn't play game 1. And there's no talk. Like, apparently she has dominated the Russian league for a while. And we know on the international scene, although, again, we haven't seen Russia in a while, for pretty legitimate reasons. We don't know what she'll look like in this league, but I can still hold out a little bit of hope that maybe that's a little bit more scoring punt. Like, she's going to bring something. How much of a difference maker she can be. But that is one piece that, as someone who went down there for the home opener, you're like, that's what I'd like to get a look at these two Russian players. One of them played. Shakina did not. I think her name's Katarova. The one that did play. Anyway, you're leaving me hanging out here. I
believe
will be
it was, but
editing
there's a lot
this
of players.
out in post. But Anya Shakina did not. And I can still hold out a little hope that on Wednesday, because I think it was just illness, right?
We were told it was a roster
coaching,
decision.
yeah.
It was easier
That's
no,
not
but
a good
not
sign.
not in the way that like she didn't deserve to play. Carla McLeod said that basically it's easier to go with was it 12-6 instead of 11-7 was the other option. Math. It was just like too difficult to manage that roster, so she went with 12-6.
Okay. I'm surprised that Shakina was the one on the outside looking in that case. But
Again, though, I'm not. It's game one, and you kind of got to like figure stuff out still. It's not like this is like an elimination tournament where every game. I think there's still like lots of time to just figure things out, and you want to play around with those lineups now in game one, game two, game three, even.
I guess it just means that she was a second round pick expected to help with your scoring punch, and you're already looking at her as the one sitting out. And like,
second round picks though, like what do they say about second round picks? It tastes like chicken. Like it could be anything.
Did they say that? I've never heard anyone say that.
I love it.
I listen to too many hockey podcasts. But, their first round pick, Rory Gilday. Like that's who you want to get a better look at.
Yep.
A lot of there's a lot of other respectfully to these players, I'll say like random signings throughout the offseason that like I think they were more interested in taking a look at. You draft someone in the second round, they might make the roster in the first season, but they might not.
But Kastarova was drafted in like the 7th round, and she's in there, and Shakina is not. That's all. I don't know. It was supposed to be like this is something Ottawa fans could hang their hat on, and our hat's on the floor right now.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of reasons for Ottawa fans to be stressed.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Lansdowne 2.0.
Yeah, so many reasons.
Climate change is real.
That too.
Sorry, I've
we
been
really
clipping
did
things
not.
out of your show
we
for weeks.
went off last week. And respectfully to Shakina, I think she will get a chance. I don't think that there's a lot of fans being like pissed off or the season is over because Shakina didn't get a start.
That was me. Not pissed off the season is over, but like I was looking forward to like, could we get back to a place where the second line was maybe Morezova, Shakina, and Jenner, similar to what you saw like 2 years ago with Watts, Morezova, and Jenner at different times, and create some things out. Like, and look, I don't know anything about the Russian Women's Hockey League and whatever else and how this is going to translate, but based on everything you're sort of reading leading up to the season and people who do know better than me, you're kind of like, all right, maybe like you put a little playmaker there and set up Jenner here, and that allows Emily Clark to carry her own line and do some things that way. It's one game. We'll see.
Yeah, you'll see her slot in at some point. I'm not too worried about that kind of lineup decision right now.
Can I tell you what we should be worried about?
You absolutely can.
Climate
change. It's
That's
real,
why
I'm
here
told.
today.
Climate change is real.
Melting down.
That was against New York. And every other team they face is probably going to be better.
Yeah.
Can I moment of not silence? What's the opposite? Can I
of silence is not
advocate
great
for New
for
York for a
podcasts.
second?
You know what? Please do. Yes.
They have Sarah Fillier, who is who was the best rookie of the year last year and one of the best players in the league, is one of the best players in the league right now. Also, we were saying this during the game. Kaltakova, the first overall pick, who they selected, she is not a first overall. She is not a rookie. She looks like she has been in the league for 5 years and has not been around for 5 years. That is a tall woman. That is a tall,
big body.
sizable, big body, super fast. Like, I think she's going to have a great year. I think New York is going to be better than they were. They're not going to be the embarrassment basement bottom.
It sounds
feeders.
like Boston will be the one wrestling with Ottawa towards the bottom of the standings. Maybe New York finally, the league's 2 years and 1 game old, takes a step forward. We'll see, right? Like Boston got decimated pretty hard as well over the offseason with some of the pieces they lost.
I mean, Hillary Knight, number one. Yeah.
But they have
That's-
Zoe Boyd.
They do. And just from like a vibes perspective, that was a huge loss for
Oh my
Ottawa.
God.
Huge gain for Boston.
Boston's so lucky.
God, are they ever?
Anyway.
Who
Yeah.
does Ottawa play this week?
They're playing tomorrow night, I believe.
Tomorrow
Wednesday
night,
night. Yeah.
Vancouver.
Our
We
first
will
look
be
at the
there.
Golden Eyes.
My enemies.
She's going to be a fan.
It's going to take no time at all. I'm going to see them stuff on the ice. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the good stuff.
I was going to say, what's the over-under? Like, where in the
At
game?
what point in the game?
Yeah.
Let's.
Do you switch loyalties? Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because what we're doing is an enemies to lovers trope.
Okay.
And they've been my enemy since they stole Ashton Bell.
That's silly.
Yeah.
We love a good hockey
Okay,
romance.
you need to watch more hockey romances or read them.
The next one I watch will be my first, I would imagine.
Why have we
next
not
one?
talked about heated rivalry on
Okay,
this
let's
show
talk about
yet?
heated rivalry. Matt,
Let's start with explain to Matt what that means or what that is.
Do we get to can we?
can we?
Yeah.
Are you familiar with heated rivalry?
Matt. Oh my God.
So,
The
Schreider,
queer hockey romance that
buckle
takes place in the NHL? It is a series on Crave. It is a romance novel. You need to look it up right now. I'm by you, I mean the royal you, the good listener.
Okay.
It is it's a queer romance that takes place. It's based in the NHL, and it was made into a
it's
series
fictional.
on. Yes,
Well, I don't know. I thought this might have been like
Romance
two
novel.
people. Yeah, no. All right. Thanks, Strides.
series on Crave.
Well, there's hockey.
Of those two things, what said reality TV to you?
There are hockey
wish.
series
Now-
is on Crave and
Yeah, if only.
Prime.
Oh, if only. This is what boys sports need more of: dating and kissing.
Honestly,
Yeah.
like why don't? I mean, they do. We just don't know about it. We need more open
Open dating and
yes.
kissing.
Why
Yeah.
do we need it?
because it's fun.
Okay.
Honest to God,
in, yeah,
I
we can
remember
talk. We can
in
get real serious about this.
2003, I gotta censor some names here. There was a love triangle in the Leafs dressing room. Somebody was dating somebody's wife.
That's not fun. That's too hetero.
No, those are
what I'm talking about.
Even then, I was like,
gross.
even then, I was like, okay, nope, I don't need any more of that. Like, I don't need to know what any
Matt,
of these do in their personal
Let
lives.
me hold your hand when I say this. I would like to introduce you to something that we like to call fun. No,
You
but
just said that wasn't fun.
in all honesty, I do think, like, not to get too serious, but like the NHL needs this because the NHL is a ridiculously not safe environment for the LGBTQ plus
It's not,
community
no.
right now. And honestly, if we had more openly queer players, I think we would create a space like women's sports has where the LGBTQ plus community feels comfortable coming here
So-
and interacting in this fan
This is
base.
something we are unified on. I think the NHL is an awful place for anything even mildly resembling tolerance and what I'm just saying I'm happy to know that player A is not happy playing with player B on the third line or things like I don't really want to know what's happening in anyone's personal life.
I do.
I do.
I absolutely.
But also,
do.
let's not pretend that kind of drama doesn't happen in the NHL, regardless of whether or not they're dating. Look at the Vancouver Canucks last year and Elias Pettersson and JT Miller.
That's right.
Like they couldn't. Like, what's the difference between those two not being able to stand each other and a couple breaking up and not being able to play together?
That's sort of what happened.
Like, and maybe it was.
Well, when I say that's sort of what happened, I want to be very careful.
Yes, no, we know nothing. But like, you know what I mean? Like the drama level
Yes.
is no different. Okay. It's interpersonal interactions that don't go well. And also we get to watch like wives play together. And that's so much fun.
Wives play together and wives play against each other.
Oh,
both
yes.
equally entertaining.
Do the wives
So much
playing
fun.
against each? Is that a thing that's really happening right now in the league? Like I know what's happened internationally.
In the
I do.
WNBA?
Okay.
Oh, in the WNBA, yeah, they weren't married.
Because like no one was shocked when Laura Stacey ended up with the Victoire. Like it was sort of like, yeah, like we sort of knew how these things were going to play out for family reasons. Are there couples playing against each other?
We just
Yes.
watched one.
Yeah.
Yeah, on Saturday night.
Yeah,
Emily Clark and Jamie Bourbonnais. They're not married.
but they've been together for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
And that
Frieds,
happens a lot.
You and I talked about this over the summer when this topic last came up. Somehow players dating
We
each
talked
other.
about this.
I mean, honestly, in women's sports, it does come up.
Yeah.
Like,
I
Complimentary.
There was a new, and I don't remember the name of it off the top of my head. There was a new PWHL player started podcast, and the first player that they had on was Emily Clark.
Was it No Straight Answers?
No Straight Answers.
Yeah.
Zoe Boyd. Yeah.
And I was like, this could be fun. This could be I like when players do things. I think this is interesting, right? That they're putting themselves, and within 3 minutes they're talking about each other's toes, and I'm like, I love your league. I love the hockey. I'm probably not into this. Like, this is just not for old Matt, right? Like, and that's all. And power to you. Not that the couple's not for what. It's just we're talking about each other's toes. This is.
In what context?
I find it much more
They were
interesting.
painting each other's nails or something.
that's cute.
That's nice.
Sure.
Love.
I find it much more interesting when athletes just tell me that they got to give 110% to get pucks in deep.
God,
don't
I'm
like that
sorry.
either.
That's because those are the most boring interviews on the planet. God forbid we have some fun.
So I don't know. Tim Stutzla's painting Jake Sanderson's toenails, and
I would
love
pay
to know about
so much
that.
money to watch that.
I'm not a foot person.
Okay, not sexually. That sounded weird. But if that's happening, I want to know.
the Sens OnlyFans page has started up or whatever. Yeah, no. Where are we right
This
now?
has gotten so off the
I do
rails.
not have any idea.
So heated rivalry?
Can't wait to watch it.
Yeah,
So-
Crave.
everyone should watch it.
And my
You can
poor
go to your
little
next
mind
thing. It's
is-
okay. We already
I
did our
don't even
plug.
know what it is at this.
It's
It
a
is
romance.
No.
fictional.
Series.
My next thing that I was supposed to, my little brain has melted
derailed
over here.
this.
You broke my show. Heated Rivals is a fictional
Rivalry.
is a fictional show in women's hockey or
Men's hockey.
Men's
They're
hockey.
boys.
Okay.
That's why it's groundbreaking
And
because
there
like
are
we're used to
two-
this stuff in women's,
Yeah.
There are
but
two
we don't.
gay NHL players or
Yes, and
Yes.
they play against each other.
okay.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it
One
yet.
plays for Montreal, one plays for Boston.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
Oh,
a heated
that's a
rivalry.
good-
One is Russian, one is Canadian.
Ooh,
Really?
fun.
Honestly. There are
can't
so
wait to
many.
watch.
Matt, we could do a whole episode on
Are we not
sports
doing it
romance
right now?
novels.
Like, is that not happening in the moment?
I'm just saying we can.
And I've been told Russia has no gay people. Is the way
They
that's
would have
been-
you believe that.
Yes,
for
they,
sure.
they, the royal one, they at the top would have you believe that, certainly. Speaking tangentially of international hockey federations, we are approaching, I guess it'll be no more than 5 or 6 weeks from now, the selection of the Canadian women's Olympic hockey team. Assuming that the rink is finished, that's a whole other deal. But I'm sort of curious, as you guys are watching the first few weeks of the PWHL here, whether there are a name or two that you're either just very fond of and hope they get a shot at this, or that you think might be flying under the radar a little bit as far as Canadian selections go. Names that you would suggest we keep. Like, we all know the top stars that are going to be there. Do you think there's anybody kind of swimming around at the bottom that might have a chance to punch their way in here with a hot start to the P-Dub season?
That's a good question.
That is a really good question. We saw the, what's it called, rivalry series a couple weeks ago. 2 games. That's the series between the United States and Canada. Canada
It wasn't a fun watch.
did not play very
No.
well. We decided that we weren't going to take it.
It didn't happen.
It didn't happen. Because Canada lost, I think it was 6-1, 4-1.
And you raised an interesting
Wasn't great.
point. We had in, like, within the next few days, just by chance, was when Cheryl Pounder was here in studio. And she said, keep in mind the structure of the two countries, right? A lot of the American players were coming out of college. They've been up and going and running for a little while. Some of the Canadian players, a little more pro style. They're just getting their feet underneath them. Don't get too alarmed, but she did say it was a statement by the U.S. to start. So
Yeah.
Not great.
Not great. But we didn't see 2 very important people on that team, and that's Emily Clark and Brianne Jenner, 2 people who absolutely should be on the team.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's much fear that they're not going to be on the Olympic roster.
No, I think Emily
But-
Clark was still dealing with a lingering injury, or at least she wanted to rest it. And Brianne Jenner, I think, was just like, I got 3 kids. Can you leave me alone for this one?
yeah, and I think even the team said, these are players we know are slam dunk choices. Let's give
Yeah.
somebody else a look, right?
Yeah.
I think the young players on Canada are pretty solidified. Like, it's Sarah Fillier, it's Danielle Serdachny.
Yeah.
Like, there's no question marks around them. At least I don't think so.
No.
The veterans are still very much prominent. Like, we're entering, or we're going to enter a phase very soon with Canada where this generation of players is aging out and retiring, and the next
I
generation
don't
is
want to
coming in.
upset anybody, But what are the odds this is Poulin's last
This is the
Olympics?
Dumbest thing you've
No.
ever said, Matt. Thank you so much. No,
Wow. That
no,
is-
I
to
don't think
top
we're
that
anywhere near
list,
this.
I've said a lot of dumb things to think
is
that
she-
I just dunked that right there.
What is she, 33, 34?
She's
33?
a 91.
Okay.
91. Oh, don't make me do
I'm gonna
math.
look it up. I'm gonna look
34?
it up.
What are the odds
No, I
these are
think
her last games as the
No.
slam dunk impact number one? Like by the time we were in 2014 in Sochi, go back with me, kids. I know this. You guys are a little bit younger than me, but we were seeing the handoff in the moment from Wickenheiser to Poulin. And I know in 2010, Poulin had already put her stamp on a gold medal game when they beat the Americans 2-0 there. But we did still have another quadrennial where Wick was still on the roster, but everybody knew we're sort of transitioning into a new era. Is this the last time, at the risk of asking the next stupidest question I've ever asked, is this the last time that we see Poulin as the big dog, the number one option?
That's not as dumb of a question.
no,
I'll give you
it's
that.
slightly less dumb.
Thank
It's
you,
a little
Vanessa.
less
I
dumb.
appreciate
But I think it's
that.
worth noting that, like, okay, the Olympics are happening this coming February. It's 2026. That's 4 years to the next one. A lot can happen in 4 years. So yeah, we can say with age, like, yeah, probably by the time 2030 rolls around. Thank you. 2030 rolls
not a
around.
math show at
She
all.
won't be. The definitive star when you have players like Sarah Fillier and Danielle Serdachny playing so well and developing right now. At the same time, it's Marie-Philippe Poulin. Who knows?
Yeah.
Like
You know, if she
Crosby's
scores
playing-
one goal in the Olympics, it will be in overtime
Yeah.
of a gold
And
medal game.
to compare it to 2014, yeah, Wick didn't play the same role that she traditionally did on that team. I don't think that's where Poulin is right now. She's not on this team, and not that Wick was, but she's not on this team for ceremonial reasons. She's on the team because she's still the best player in the world, in my opinion. And
Like where they
we
might give
haven't
the nod to
seen-
Drew Doughty in February, thanks for all you've done. That's not Poulin yet.
No,
right?
God,
Yeah,
no.
Oh.
No. I think she's very impactful still. I think she's like a difference maker. She is the difference maker
EA
on that
Sports says
roster.
you're right. Like,
Yeah.
number
They
one.
might give her the ceremonial nod in like 2034,
Yeah.
maybe 2038.
Like 2042.
You know,
Why
42.
not?
Why not?
Why not?
Give it to her in 42.
Until
but-
she shows she's not clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sidney Crosby is
Yeah.
playing
Yep.
And very impactful.
and very impactful, and there's like no doubt about it
Yeah.
that he is going to be on that team, and he is 4 years older than she is right now.
Yep.
In 4 years, she will absolutely still be that player. Yeah.
We might just have more of them.
There you go. Well, one of the things that Cheryl not asked, she knows better than me. She's not asking me questions when we do these sorts of conversations. Is she seemed a little bit concerned about Canada's future, whether it be in the near future of 2030 or down the road.
We've rubbed off our math skills on you.
It's going good. It's going good, guys.
so hard.
But that the U.S. seems to have already, if not in the lineup in 26, another wave coming, and she was struggling to see what that next wave is for Canada. Not to say Fillier isn't going to be great. She obviously is. Serdachny was ripped from my Ottawa-loving grasp here over the last, let's get over it, Matt. Let's move forward. Chloe Pomerano, we'll see, right, like where that goes. But she seemed to lay out a number of under 23 names for the U.S. that Canada right now does not have, and that, the NCAA, not the Canadian players don't play there, but is giving the U.S. right now, man, a tremendous churn out of just future stars that right now is hard to envision for Canada. But these are problems for 4 or 8 years down the road.
I think it's I think USA Hockey across the board is doing a better job than Hockey Canada is right now, men's and women's.
On so many fronts.
So many, the men's side in particular, I think we have a lot of concerns for the future versus the U.S. On the women's side, I think there definitely is reason to. I don't know that concern is the right word, but reason to be aware of, Abby Murphy, for example, hasn't even been drafted into the PWHL yet. She's still playing in college, and she is absolutely going to be.
I preemptively hate her.
Yeah.
Unless she's coming here.
But I also look at, I'm not necessarily saying Abby Murphy specifically here, but like I remember when Abby Rock was coming. There's a lot of Abby's in that country. When Abby Rock was coming up, and she was like the next one. Well, like she was touted to be like more effective than Poulin, like an absolute menace on the U.S. Women's national team, and she is. She's a great player, but she's kind of settled into a little bit more of like a role player, at least in the P-Dub, versus like being the Hillary Knight, the next coming of Hillary Knight, right? So
when she had a similar reputation almost to Murphy, like not only is she going to score, she's going to irritate the piss out of you while she does it.
And it didn't. Very good job of that.
She's and she's kind of steered into more to the irritating side than the goal scoring side. Although she did score in Michigan last year, but like I just think that I want to see more from these young players and how they develop at the professional level now that we have one. Before I get too worried, because like I think Canada also has a very bright future when you look at Serdachny and Fillier in particular.
Fun fact: she was the first player from Michigan to score Michigan.
Yes.
In PWHL.
Abby Rock?
Abby Rock. Did I make that up?
Why'd you do that?
She
you
says
came in
with conviction.
Strong. Yeah, like
I
you brought
you
that
said
to
that on the air.
I said
or-
on the air.
Yeah, I know that because of you.
Okay.
So
then it's
I
right.
believe you.
Thank you.
I believe everything Vanessa says.
Which is such a mistake.
I like to live dangerously.
I'm about 70% right at any given time.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That's all right, yeah. Moving off the hockey thing, Vanessa, you sprung this on Michaela and I before we started.
Oh, no.
The Penny Alexiak
I am going to fuck
situation.
things up now. Just wait.
Come strong with whatever you got here, because we're relying on you.
Okay. So
Let this be the 70%.
Can we do it like a sports gossip show? Like give it to me like it's gossip.
Oh my God. Okay. So here's what happened.
You guys.
Okay. So I love her, but she's like a bit of a problem. Because as I understand it, so with the doping stuff,
It's going good. So far.
Grandfather was a what was it? Masonry.
I was trying to tell her a story last week. I went so far back that I was like, my grandpa Jim was a Freemason. And she was like, what the fuck did we get here?
Anyway, sorry.
This is going to be a long story if it starts 50 years ago. Yeah. Was a stone cutter.
So the doping thing.
Yes.
So again, as I understand it, don't shoot the messenger, because the messenger is not good at messages. You have to make yourself available for 60 minutes every day. And not to say that like you are going to get tested every single day, but this is like all the time. Like you have to be available.
Yeah, as an amateur athlete, you have to let the Canadian Anti-Doping Association, USADA, WADA, whatever body it might be in your you have to be available to them to be tested at any time.
And they can show up literally unannounced at any time.
Yes.
But it's got to be during that 60-minute window that you give them. And you have to give them that like information 90 days in advance. It seems like our girl Penny, who is a very busy person, she's like, I'm sorry, she's out there just like doing her thing.
She's living life.
She's swimming. She's doing business girly stuff.
Yeah.
Shit, something came up. I had bad fish last night. I have to go to Shoppers and get some Imodium, and that happened to be when you knocked on my door. I don't know why I used that as a scenario.
That's I wasn't going to go there, but okay.
I had some bad fish last night.
So she had 3 violations of that, where she was unavailable during the period that she said she was going to be available in. She did not dope. There is no evidence that she did at all. But she has now been suspended for 2 years from all swimming competition, and it's retroactive. So from this past summer, I believe it's July of this past summer, and that goes to July of 2027. She is not allowed to swim.
I'm sorry.
Well, she can swim.
She can swim. She's not professional or like officially.
At her local
Stay out of the water.
Her local Y if she wants to go and...
Does this seem a bit extreme?
Oh my God, does it ever?
Like, I'm sorry, but like there are people doping. There are people doing actual crime.
Yes.
And this is what we lay the hammer down on, is not being... I get that she broke a rule and absolutely should have to face some sort of retribution.
2 years seems
2 years is extreme.
And it paints your reputation as you are dodging this, when sometimes things just happen, come up. Things are...
Also, swimming is a young sport. Like 2 years is a long time. Especially Penny Oleksiak, like, God, she's still so young, but like she's a veteran now.
Yes.
She could be nearing the end of her career soon.
Yeah.
Because they age out at like 12.
God, Michaela, that's the stupidest thing you've ever said.
I don't
Not
think it's
quite as dumb
wrong.
as what was said earlier, Matt. Let's be honest.
on nuts.
But yeah,
You
like
walked into that
this is possibly like ending her career.
This is it.
my God, that makes me
I'm sure
sick.
she'll still swim afterwards,
Yeah.
but I don't think she will be as good as she as
Is there
we've known
no,
her as.
to your limited knowledge on the subject, appeal process?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah. But it's still...
Fair, like you've summarized that very well. I feel like I
you.
learned
I
because I did
really
not
hope-
have to. I'm not going to lie. I did not have time to look this up today.
Fair.
I was busy, much like Penny. And you summarized it very well.
Thank you.
I feel like I know more.
I
So-
really hope I'm right.
Watch it be not right.
I don't know if people love when I draw this line or not, but one of my closest friends is a Paralympian, and they are subject to the same drug testing regulations and protocols and all of these sorts of things. And I do remember she was selected at the end of a competition that I happened to be at to watch her and cheer her on and whatever else. And she said, meet me at such and such a place. You know, we'll take a picture and I'd like to catch up or whatever after her game. And there's just this random ass woman following her around that's like, we actually asked the piss supervisor, can you take the picture for us? Right? Like, you're here anyway. Can you make yourself useful? Because she's worn out. She's been sweating. She can't piss yet. It'll happen when it happens, but it's not now. And so, yeah, she just, this is my day right now. And, you know, she's a good person. She's making conversation with it, but that person's job is to keep eyes on you at all times. And that's in competition, you know, until you can make that happen. And these people have showed up at her house before at inopportune times before. They're pretty strict about this, and it will paint your reputation, warranted or not, if it looks like you're dodging the, the super. I don't.
Yeah.
The P expert. I don't know what they're called. I'm sure they have a better title than that.
I think it's not fair that she is penalized as much for breaking a rule as someone, or maybe even more so than someone who has actually doped.
Yeah.
Right.
Like she
that-
didn't follow protocol. She didn't dope.
Yeah.
Like
no,
they're-
that's fair.
This is a really extreme
But the next
thing.
step
Do
is
even 1 year. One
Yeah.
year. Give her 1 year.
2
She
years is
fucked
a
up. I'm
lot.
sure she knows she fucked up. She did. It was 3 violations in a 12-month period.
right. There, it's,
I do wonder what she was up to.
I'm curious now. I want to hear her side of the story. I need.
Yeah.
Girl, where were you?
Where were you?
Toy Story 3 came out. We had Oppenheimer and Barbie weekend there. That was 2 years ago now, not this year.
no, that wasn't it.
She could have been at the movies, though. Maybe something good came out. People are hard to find.
Wicked last year.
was
Yeah.
recent. Yeah, and last year.
Wicked.
Yeah.
And it was so long.
That's true. She's
You
probably
didn't-
still there.
You didn't even have time to pee
And
during
you
that.
know, coming out of that, you would have had to pee. Like, that's
Oh,
where
yeah.
you get, look, meet me outside the
3
theater
times
when
during
I'm
that
done. Like, this is rough for one of the best names in Canadian sport over the last, since 2016 was when she made her, like, you hate the idea that this would tarnish her reputation and take away. Now, look, in theory, she'd be back in time to compete in 28, but what does not being incompetent? How many events do you miss in that time? How many qualifiers? How many ranking events? It's
And
tough.
like, if this goes to July of 2026, the Olympics are
2027
This would be
2027.
would be the suspension.
Oh yes,
length, yeah.
never mind. I'm thinking. No, we're good.
Yeah.
She has a year after that. I was thinking like she's got a couple weeks.
Summer can carry the team.
Yeah, Summer's gonna have to carry the team.
Yeah.
Let's take a break here for a second. We got a couple other things I want to touch on the other side. But before we take a break, I do want to also remind people on behalf of WHIPR SNAPR Brewing Company, first of all, the Nog Hog, delicious as it ever is. But they also have 12 days of craft beermas, their advent calendar. That is on sale now at the WHIPR SNAPR website, which we will link to in the show notes. And it is essentially, there's a theme every year. You don't know the theme till you buy the calendar, but 12 different beers, all brewed by WHIPR SNAPR to count you down to Christmas Day. So check that out as well. On top of your tickets to, we just call it Women's Sports Trivia Night.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Very descriptive.
It's all right there in the name.
We like to tell people what to expect.
$5 a ticket, and going towards a great cause. It's a lot of fun. I was there at the last. Well, I've been at the last few, getting my ass kicked as discussed, but enthusiastically. Like I'm there. I'm taking my shot. Right. I'll get in there and throw out some random ass name that didn't fight Amanda Nunez.
It haunts him to this day.
A little bit. We'll be back in just a second.
And now, to honor America, here's Krusty the Clown.
Oh, say, can you sing? La, 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 light. What's so proudly with Shouldn't have turned down those cue cards. Oh.
I love Bart! No, wait! I love Lisa! Beer, oh, Marge, I love you!
We dive back in. We'll talk a little WNBA Toronto tempo here in just a second. But first, one more shout out to the WHIPR SNAPR Brewing Company. Thank you for hooking us up with a couple pints. This is the Hop On It Harvest IP. Yep, that is the correct reaction.
It's the eye contact after the hop on it.
This is one that I've actually had in the fridge for a couple of weeks now, waiting for the right occasion. And while we're celebrating WHIPR SNAPR for hosting Women's Sports Trivia Night this weekend, I thought I would get to that. I do have, this is coming from the secret stash.
I was going to say, this was not made available to me.
No.
Just saying.
I'm going to send you home with one of
now I feel guilty.
their Senators themed. Yeah. It's called the Juicy Rebound.
I love it already.
A clear, for legal reasons, a possible resemblance to Brady Tkachuk, but not actually Brady Tkachuk. Nobody's looking to get sued out here.
Let's use our shinning.
This is so. Yeah, Juicy Rebound.
Did you see my face? I tried to hide
she's
it.
You did not hide it well. So for the record, I make Simpsons references all the time.
Whether people like it or not. Yeah.
And Vanessa has never watched The Simpsons, so she does not get them. So anytime I make one, I have to be like, Simpsons reference.
I never know. I
had one in here a year or two ago. AJ Jackieback was in here, and I made a Simpsons joke, and he just looked at me straight face and goes, "Simpsons?" I went, "Yeah."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Save that for when Lloydie comes." Don't even put that in my universe. But the Juicy Rebound was their beginning of the hockey season. I've kept one aside, waiting for, a Sens fan to come in, and it has to be the right fan. Like Hoffley. I'm not giving it to that guy. Creech is a bit of a pigeon. We're not giving it to him. We'll let Schreider take it home with her.
Take that, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm in full agreement with this, but what does it mean if you're a bit of a pigeon?
It's just sort of for whatever reason we, Bunda and myself, have started unfairly calling Creech. It's bad. Like it's not good to be a pigeon.
I used to have pet pigeons.
You did not.
Well, kind of.
Vanessa for a period of time was like the Central Park lady in Home Alone 2.
100%.
Like they flocked to her.
But I was told
Those scared the hell out of me in that movie.
She was misunderstood.
Yeah.
I was told
Like
that if a pigeon really likes you, then they will lay eggs near you.
Oh.
And so then I had multiple nests.
They must have loved you.
They loved me.
Yeah.
And so I took that.
I have heard that
As a nice thing.
But what is
when
it?
people like each other, they will recreate.
Where does
sometimes.
the pigeon nickname come from in the context of like an
I've
insult?
heard it from, what's the, come on, I can't put Letterkenny.
Oh, so it's
just
is it like a
stupid
hockey insult?
Talk, just stupid hockey talk. And
Sorry.
for the longest time, Creech was coming in here with Bunda and myself whenever there was a UFC event or something like that to talk about. And then, I got kids. I have a real life. I can't just show up for beers whenever. I guess they're real. I guess those are legitimate reasons, but Bunda and I would bust on him anyway, right? So, he's a bit of a pigeon, and he doesn't get the beer. We're going to give it to Schreids and send her home with it. That's it. And when he comes in, I'll deny having ever said any of that, and that you took his beer.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Look, a few different things left that I want to talk about here, but the WNBA is on the verge, and for the sake of the good listener, as I fumble all over my words here, we did have just yesterday on the show Eric Smith, the play-by-play man for your Toronto Raptors. He's got a new book out called We the Raptors. Highly recommend you check that out. We will link to it in the show notes. Really interesting read. But we had a conversation with him about sort of the state of basketball in Canada and how it's almost run this parallel track to soccer in Canada. Whereas over the last couple of years, the men's teams on the world stage have been fairly irrelevant and started to become relevant, both in the shadow of women's teams that have been quite relevant for quite a while and doing things and just sort of compared notes on that. And we are now at the stage where the WNBA has expanded into Toronto. You guys were both in Toronto when they did the, for lack of a better, like test event or the international game, whatever I don't know if it had a name, but
It's a preseason game.
Yeah, they played a game in Toronto. It was incredibly well supported. I believe it's Larry Tannenbaum's group outside of MLSE who has taken over this. Please, somebody back me up that I'm correct on that. That's not the stupidest thing I've ever said.
No,
even
not on this show.
Even on this show. Yeah. We are on the verge. Like, that is coming this summer. Where are they at right now? What does the vibe seem to be? What's the hype around this? And how do you think it will be received in year one? Sometimes these things take a minute to build. Sometimes they explode right out of the gate. What are we expecting here?
I expect explosion.
Yes.
I think people are so hype about this. I think the WNBA has been on such an upward trajectory, but like more than any other league I feel like I've ever seen. They just like really hit something a couple years ago, and it's just been up and up and up. And people, they love the league. They love watching this basketball. And aside from that, like a Canadian team, we have seen the way that this country rallies around a team when we've only got one in a major league. Look at the Blue Jays and the Raptors. And this is going to be on that level. Yeah.
100%. Yeah, no, we were at a preseason game between the Chicago Sky and Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah, and they were not great.
Like Minnesota was like in their
all right.
usual middling spot. Chicago was not good. Like these are two teams that Canada does, like other than Bridget Carleton, there's no real ties to either of these teams. And it was a sold out game at Scotiabank Arena. Fans were super excited. Everything,
all the merch sold out.
Yeah, all the merch sold out.
The game. Yeah,
before the game was even over. We were in Toronto a few months ago, and we saw like a big area with a bunch of Tempo, like a big Tempo logo kind of painted on the wall. Like I think the city is so excited, and everything we've heard from the organization itself, like they're doing everything the right way. They got Sandy Brondello as head coach.
Oh,
like,
that's massive.
That is so
tell me more
huge.
as someone who doesn't know crap about basketball. Why is that a big deal? Who is that?
She's one of the best coaches in the league.
Yeah, she is the current coach of the nope, not Opals. Are they Opals?
Yep.
Yeah, Opals. The women's basketball team, the national team in Australia. She played. She's coached. She coached the Liberty to a championship 2 years ago.
Yep.
Yeah,
A year ago. A year ago.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And she was coach of the Phoenix Mercury to a championship. Like she coached Diana Taurasi. Like she's one of the
Sabrina Ionescu.
So this is a reputable coach coming in to start your franchise.
Oh, big time. Yeah.
Are we aware yet? Do we know what the expansion rules are going to look like in terms of drafting players and free agents? And like, I know this is still a little ways off, but as you guys have mentioned here, the hype is starting to build. People are getting excited about this already. How much do we know about how this is all going to play out when it comes time to build your team?
Well, now here's the problem, Matt. The CBA has expired.
Yeah.
We need a new CBA.
Yeah.
And so all of that stuff is kind of up in the air right now.
But I will say, like once the CBA gets done, and I do believe it will get done. Like we had an expansion last year, so they have essentially a carbon copy. I don't think there was anything egregious about it wasn't like the PWHL.
Yeah.
But like the expansion process for Golden State went pretty smooth, I think. So I think there's two teams coming in this year, Toronto and Portland.
Yeah.
So it's a little different, but I think they have a model.
Two hometowns all of a sudden for some reason.
I'm very conflicted. They have a model to follow that went pretty well. We know where they're going to be.
What was that? Like, not detail to detail, but like, is there a reasonable chance in year one Toronto can be competitive, or are you going to be?
Look at Golden State. Yeah,
they made the playoffs.
Okay,
and
it's pretty competitive.
It's a little more on the not quite like old school NHL rules where like you're
take one
gonna
of my
suck.
fourth liners and my backup goalie.
Yeah, how many players could they protect?
I want to say 6, but I think I made that up.
I think it's at least 5 because it's a starting. I think it's a starting lineup you can protect essentially.
Right. That
You can get everybody's sixth man kind of.
Yeah, you get a lot of depth players, a lot of underappreciated players, and as we've
Shout
seen,
out K. Martin.
What up? As we've seen, that often results in like this band of merry women,
Yep.
Coming together, feeling rejected by their teams, and putting together a fairly, successful season. It's also a very strong draft year this year. Toronto is, I believe, picking 7th, and like
Why?
that could get you someone like.
But why so low? Like,
Because that's how the lottery went.
oh, okay. So, no. I'm legitimately again, they used to not let like in the first 5 years of the Raptors' existence, it was carved in stone. No matter what you draw, you cannot be in the top 5. Like they used to punish people, whereas more lately we've put expansion teams high, like 2 or 3 in the draft.
Yeah, I think they just go into the lottery like any other team, other team that didn't make the playoffs.
Okay.
They're treated like a team that didn't make the playoffs.
Fair enough.
So I believe they're 7th. But in this draft, like that could get you maybe not AZ Fudd, but like her name is going to be in and around that spot. So like this is a very deep draft. So I think they can get a good player there as well.
What do we expect the reception to be from players? Like, is there any way to know? Because players, nobody's going to come out and say, yeah, I'm not going to that city. That city sucks. I'd never do that. And yet, there is always...
I've heard WNBA players say
All right,
exactly that in the last year.
Well, that's problematic.
Not about Toronto.
No, not about Toronto.
No.
There is always a bit of a fear of the unknown when you cross the border. Like, if you have not been exposed. Now, maybe WNBA players would be a little more open-minded, as so many of them have to go play in Europe during the off season and have played internationally and seen some things. Do we expect Toronto to be, if not a destination, at least not a place that players don't want to go?
I would think that they would be happy to come to Toronto. I always worry, like as a Canadian.
Did you know we don't get ESPN? I'm told that's a problem. For people who don't know how to use the internet.
You can figure it out.
You can figure it out.
I always get like a little worried that like people will come here and like they won't like it.
Yeah.
But Toronto's such a cool city. It also has a very good reputation internationally.
Yeah.
And I really don't think there will be players who will be like, I don't want to play there.
No.
There are other shit cities in the States
Yeah.
that is more of a concern.
That's a really good point. So I'll add that Sandy Brondello is a draw. I think having a coach like Sandy Brondello is a huge
Massive.
draw
Oh,
for
they're
the city.
building a real organization here, right? Like, I'd be a part of her team, right? Like,
But I also think you're looking at a league of obviously women, predominantly black women, and a lot of queer women who don't feel safe in a lot of states right now. So
that's interesting.
Toronto is by like far and away not the least desirable destination in this league. And I would even argue like, what do Americans know about Canadians? We're like compared to them, socialists. And so like I think Toronto is a draw because of that. You come here, you don't have to worry about your rights being taken away. And that's a very serious consideration for a lot of these athletes.
It's a good point I hadn't considered. Like, social issues are a big deal right now. And there are, in men's sports, a lot of people who won't come to Toronto for that very reason. Maybe in women's sports,
It's a draw.
it's the complete opposite. Yeah.
In women's sports, that is always a consideration.
Yeah.
Like it has to be.
Unfortunately, it's true. Like you need to. There's unfortunately teams, whether you're looking at the WNBA, the NWSL, the PWHL. I think I don't know what Minnesota's laws are, but like there are teams that are in states where these athletes would not have access to health care, and that that has to be a consideration.
Healthcare seems important.
Healthcare is important. Yeah.
People like being healthy. Can we talk, before we wrap things up, about the end of the inaugural season of the NSL? I know you guys, that's where the buttons have come from today.
Lightning in November? If you want to know how the final went, that's it.
Yeah. It's a bit of a scene when you try to play soccer in Canada in November. And often we don't get winter until the end of November. Sometimes it shows up a little earlier than that. We saw that in the finals here in Ottawa of the CPL. We certainly saw it in the finals for the NSL. Take me through it. As you guys know, soccer's not my number one sport. How did year one go? What were the successes? What were the challenges? Does it feel like we're ready for? I paint it in the boys' sports world. Winnipeg just went under. Like the Blue Bombers organization owned the team, ran it into the ground, and then folded. And by all accounts, it was a total shit show. Soccer works in this country if you treat it right, and that was one example of somebody not treating it properly. What was year one like in the NSL?
I think by all accounts a success.
Nobody owned by the Blue Bombers?
No. So far, no teams have folded. That's good.
Yes.
I don't have the numbers in front of me, but Diana Matheson gave a speech, I want to say either right before or right after the final, and she provided some numbers in terms of like viewers and fans and sponsors. I want to say, was it 30 million in like revenue or something like that?
Wow.
Very possibly.
I feel like
Sounds
I'm making that up, but the 30 million.
Throw it out there. Why not?
Yeah, why not? So they made $30 trillion in revenue. You heard it here first, folks. No, she was
on my show, not theirs. I'm the one who found it. Matt's wrong again.
Always keep yourself a safe distance. Like numbers wise, I think it was successful. I think
275,000 tickets sold. I know that.
There we go.
Damn,
okay, that's
nice.
a good number.
All right.
And it's year one, right? So I think that you have to give it time to grow, and I think there's certainly a lot of room for growth. But I thought like for a league that came together, it wasn't super quick, but they seemed to kind of come together in the last couple of years.
It doesn't seem that long ago that Diana Matheson was standing out there saying, we're going to do this. And then all of a sudden it's up and it's running and it's going.
Girl did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw we were at almost every Rapid game and it was entertaining. And again, for year one, I think it was a really big success.
Yeah.
I'm biased, but
I completely agree. Yeah. Also very biased, but I mean, it seemed like it was always like a good atmosphere. We, like Michaela said, went to a lot of Rapid games. We didn't get, did we get to any others?
No, we normally do like a little tour of Montreal and Toronto teams. We didn't this year.
We didn't this year. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. It seemed like a good first year, I think. I think it really helped to have some big names like
Desiree Scott.
Thank you. Oh my God.
That is a big
Quinn.
One. Even Matt knows
Quinn.
that.
I was getting there.
No.
I was going to say. Never mind.
Don't say it.
From Desi Arnaz from I Love Lucy, and I don't want to. That's so
naturally
close enough.
I Love Lucy, NSL. And
oh my God, Desi Scott. Yeah,
I think it was like just over 13,000 fans at the final, which is a solid turnout.
Which was a BMO, correct?
Yeah. So I think like all things considered, I think Diana Matheson would be the first to say there's probably a lot of lessons learned going forward, and maybe one of them is, do we need a final in November in Canada, which is a fair question. But
we just saw the MLS is going to adjust their schedule to run in sync with Europe, and they are going to take a big break in the coldest part of the winter, but they're going to play games through November and I think February in Canada.
That's so stupid.
Yeah,
it's the stupidest thing they could have done. Like
I get the idea
in
of
February.
Yeah.
Also,
Ottawa in February. Ottawa, I know it, but you're going to play at BMO in February.
Yeah,
it's cold coming off that
snow
lake. It's
so
the snow is more.
I get the idea.
Yeah.
You want to sync up for international windows and this and that, but.
You also don't I think North American soccer gets it right in that you don't want to compete with European soccer.
Yeah.
And I get the World Cup is coming up, so they have scheduling considerations and all that. But one of the I obviously look at it from the women's side of things. I don't really know boys soccer quite as much, but the NWSL and the NSL are summer leagues, and they play in summer in North America, really into the fall, because the final for the NWSL just happened as well.
Right.
And then the WSL takes over in England, and a lot of the European leagues start up as well, and that goes into winter, and that's our winter soccer. So why would you let's call a spade. North American soccer doesn't come close to European soccer, especially on the men's side. Why would you want to compete with that?
Michaela, boys aren't that smart.
That's true. And like, I like them, but like, they're kind of a problem.
And like, listen, like they're good at soccer, I guess, but like, it's just like maybe just leave it to the girls.
I agree. Maybe it's just not for them.
It's just not for them.
I feel like we're doing like ASMR. like it's very still picking it up. Anyway, they should do what the girls do.
It's been fun to have you guys.
Has it? Poor Matt. I think he just feels like he was bullied.
We like to bully the men in our lives, and it's not fun for all of them.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to dominate trivia night on Saturday.
Okay.
I want to put a UFC question in there that you get it wrong again.
There is one. I have one.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I like it more when I'm all talk, like your brother said there. Last thing. We do have the World Cup being played in North America. Mm-hmm. You referenced the idea that, and I should specify the Boys World Cup.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
North America.
I was going to do it if you didn't.
Summer. That's fair.
She was armed and ready to go.
And there are, we just referenced the idea in the WNBA that Toronto feels like a safer place for people to land. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure how safe some of these countries coming in for the Men's World Cup will feel in some of these host cities. Mm-hmm. That's been a topic of conversation. I'm not at the point, look, money speaks louder than absolutely anything else. So nothing's getting moved. They're not pulling out of the U.S. None of that's going to happen. But I can imagine a little bit of anxiety for some of these players and their families and whatever coming into the U.S. right now with how things are shaking loose. I don't even know why I went down that road since it has nothing to do with the question I want to ask you. Is there a benefit at all to be had for the women's game with the Men's World Cup being in, or is it maybe the opposite, that all of a sudden it sucks up all the oxygen around North American soccer? Is there anything to be gained? Is there anything that women's soccer can do on this continent to take advantage of the fact that the World Cup is going to be played in Mexico, the United States, and Canada?
Before we answer that question,
you're going to hit me again, aren't you?
I just want to touch on
just
something.
Just take my lunch money and go.
When you say, it's like it can be very scary for the players and their families coming in. I also want to mention for fans in America.
Yes.
I think they're the ones that are the fans and even people who just live in those cities. ICE is going to be very present at these matches. Yeah. And I think it's going to be very dangerous. We're going to see a lot of really bad stuff going on.
I agree with you.
Yeah. And I still am just in total disagreement with it being there. And you're right, it can't be pulled out. It's too late at this point. I mean, it's never too late, but they'll say that it's too late. And I think it's
we're all waiting on pins and needles to find out who's going to win that first FIFA World Peace Award.
Oh, Lord. To tie your question in, Matt, to what Vanessa said. No, but I think there's a natural tie-in there because there was a time. So the next Women's World Cup is 2027 in Brazil, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The one after that, which I believe is 2031, math. The U.S. and Mexico were originally putting a bid together for that one, or was it 2027? They were putting a bid together for one of the Women's World Cups.
Yes, without Canada.
Canada, because we had it in 2015.
Yeah.
There were still talk of Canada trying to weasel its way in there, but I think
I think we played that 2015 one on gym mats in some stadiums and whatever else, but that was a whole different substandard surfaces.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry. What happens at this World Cup in terms of fans feeling safe, in terms of ICE interference and danger to fans, should, and it's FIFA, so you never know, but it should indicate whether or not they get a Women's World Cup. Because at the end of the day, whether it's men or women, there are people from other countries, fans of those countries, coming to these stadiums. Mm-hmm. They are being targeted right now, unfortunately, by this administration, and they are not safe. And so the U.S.'s ability to host a major international tournament shouldn't be allowed, but it is. And I think that on the women's side, that's what we'll see the biggest impact, which is unfortunate because, I don't give America a lot of credit, but when it comes to women's soccer, they do it right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And to have them host would be like a 1999 all over again, right? It would be a huge moment for the sport. And I do think that what we see in the Men's World Cup is going to implicate whether or not America can host a World Cup anytime soon. Now, by the time that World Cup comes around,
the Olympics.
I was going to say a different administration.
But no, Vanessa's correct too, right? 2028 in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's true. We will have another major international
Yeah.
tournament still under this administration, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yes.
so God willing, by
And there's not
2031, we're
gonna
out of
be
this.
a new administration.
Sometimes we
No one's
say
gonna
things the
vote
same
ever
thing
again.
at the same time, and sometimes we go in completely different directions.
Olympics.
You don't say.
Politics.
I've never seen that happen before.
Sometimes we have a total of 3 functioning brain cells, and sometimes they are together, and sometimes they are apart.
I got one, she got one, the other one's just floating around the room.
It's a
No one
mutual
knows.
brain cell.
Yeah.
Can I ask my question again? Is there any benefit to the men's World Cup being here for women's soccer? Or
Is there
was
any
the fact
benefit
that you
to
went...
the men's World Cup? Period. No.
All right.
Sorry, keep going.
No, that was it. It was just, is there any good at all to be had? Like you've pointed out correctly why, if this goes poorly, why it might be bad for the women's game. Is there any possible upside, or is it just the World Cup is its own entity and it impacts and affects nothing else? It's its own deal.
I think that there is still impact. Yeah. I think there is positive impact to be had for sure.
Yeah.
Because
anytime it's in the East, or like our time zone, if nothing else, like there will be girls able to watch and not be up quite so late.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know how much these things matter, but we talk about it in all sports. If I get a chance to look at it and see it, and Team USA or Team Canada, whatever it might be, I don't know. I kind of, that'd be cool, right? Like I could see myself wanting to do that one day if I'm a kid and it's on home soil and it's whatever. At the same time, if it just sucks all the oxygen out of the women's game, then obviously the opposite becomes a...
Yeah.
So
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, like a rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
Right? Growth for the sport is growth for the sport. I think it's good. But yeah, I don't know. It's so hard looking at the men's tournament, and like it's just every year there's something, right? Like either they're hosting it in a controversial area.
I think we're going to Saudi Arabia, are we not, for the next men's one?
And like they were talking at one point about the women's as well, and I'm like, half your players are legally not allowed there.
Right.
Like it's just anyway.
Well, they were in Russia, not to, and it's no different than the IOC, where now at this, I guess we'll just go to Beijing every 2 Olympics because autocracies can afford it and nobody else wants to do it. Like it's becoming a bit of a problem. And when I say becoming,
it's a bit of a problem. We have to be careful how much we talk about Saudi Arabia and North Korea because we're
already on
Saudi Arabia and North Carolina.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
I mean, they've got some pretty controversial laws.
Some bad hombres around there.
Bad hombres. Wow.
That is a deep cut. That's a throwback to like Trump 1.0.
Last administration.
I've never thought I'd say that.
You are currently witnessing the last administration. There will never be another vote.
You know that meme that's like, there's not going to be another election, you stupid.
We'll wrap this one up here.
Because it's gone off the rails, Matt.
Give us the hard sell. Try and do it without abusing me. One more time this Saturday at WHIPR SNAPR Brewery. What are we doing?
Okay, well, we're going to be playing women's sports trivia. There will be no dumb questions, unlike on this show. I had to. It was right there.
No notes.
It's right there. 7 p.m. Saturday.
Sure.
We'll be there.
Do you think you know women's sports like Matt? Do you want to be proven wrong like Matt was?
Yeah, that
Come on
sounds
out. We don't bully men at all.
It'll be fun, we promise.
Sure. I hope I figure out how to post this. I guess that's the end of this edition of the Talking Audio Podcast. This might be the end of the Talking Audio Podcast.
We did it.
We might never.
We defeated
killed-
one boy.
You killed-
On to the next.
You didn't just
Silenced one male boy.
You didn't just defeat him. It was a full-on...
It's already dead. Matt, it's been fun.
Oh.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, this has
When
been
do you
this
do
has been
this
great.
again? We'll come back.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next year. I think this is our last show for the year for the show.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah. It's been great.
You're never going to top this.
It's been good to see you guys. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I'll get this posted whenever I've had time to edit it in a way that makes me look good.
Good luck with that.
That's going to take some time.
If If you edit out our feminism, we will talk about it on She's Got Game.
Were you silent or were you silenced?
Will you mention the show's name while you do it? Because
No, redacted. We were on redacted.
Yeah. All right. It has been fun. Hesitant as I am
We
to say
believe
it.
you.
Yeah. No, I know it's been fun for at least two of the three of us here at the table. We'll leave it up to the good listener to determine who those were and we're not. But women's sports trivia night at the WHIPR SNAPR Brewery in Bell's Corners this Saturday night at 7 o'clock. Come on and get humbled as I just was. Fun is the word we will use for now to describe it. Honestly, I've had a good time at all the ones I've gone to. I will continue to work on my team name because nobody was particularly enthusiastic about my Funky and Shakina.
We just think you could do better.
We're not mad at you, Matt. We're just disappointed.
Yeah. We just want you to learn.
She's Got Game is on the TSN Radio Network every weekend, plus the podcast you can check out whenever you want. Highly recommend, if not for their generosity of spirit when they're in here, it's for their knowledge, at least, in what they're talking about.
Neither one of which have been on display today.
We'll wrap it up here. Hopefully, we will see you at the WHIPR SNAPR Brewery on Saturday night for Women's Sports Trivia Night. For Michaela Schreiter and Vanessa Sanchez, my name is Redacted. We'll get out of here on that. Thanks for listening. Find all the links you need in the show notes at talkcanaudio.com or on your favorite podcast app. If I was better at this, I'd have done that part first. See ya.
I've got nothing here. You're giving me baseball and hockey, and I got my keister blowing in the wind. That made you look like a fool here. That's just dumb. I don't want anything to do with this place. This place is run by a bunch of children.
I'm feeling very poorly about myself.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you on the last one.
Me?
Yeah, when you said that has never been said, and then I jumped in. I feel bad I cut you off.
It's all right. You're a woman. You're allowed. It's
That's
when
true.
men do it that I don't like it.
That's true.